You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
This is the Daniel Monday Night Community Show on demand through YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing to listen to us through this method. If you'd like to keep up to date with when I add new interviews, then subscribe to this channel. We're going to be talking all about the Paul Trigwell Island Run this year. It's always good to have you in the studio. I was hoping that both of you could introduce yourselves first.
Good evening, Daniel. I'm Fiona Trigwell from obviously the Paul Trigwell Island Run, and Paul was my husband.
I'm Bethan McIntosh and Paul was my dad.
So I was hoping you could start off by telling us what the charity does.
Yeah, the charity supports underprivileged children on the Isle of Sheppey. We've supplied lots of grants for talented dancers. We've also supported talented musicians and artists as well. Alongside that, we have provided school uniform and warm coats and clothing for children. And we've looked into some sport equipment and helped some children with some sporting talents.
So why was the charity set up?
The charity, Daniel, was set up in memory of my husband. He was a head teacher on the island for 18 years, and his death in September 2006 was a shock, obviously totally unexpected, and we felt as his family that if we had the chance to carry on the work that he'd done on the island for all of his teaching career with island children, then that would be obviously something that we were really interested in doing. And the Paul Trigwell Memorial Fund was set up as a charity the following year, and we're still going strong nearly 9 years later.
And I was hoping you could tell us what the runs are and how people can support it.
Yep, so we have 4 events on the day. We have a 2-mile run that starts at 10:30 outside the Beach Hotel in Minster. We have a 10-mile run which starts at 10 in the morning. We have a 10-mile walk which starts at 8:30 in the morning, and a 10-mile relay which starts at 10 in the morning. And those 3 events all start from Laysdown opposite the Golf Hut. People can support in various different ways. One is to obviously take part in the runs or the walk. Another way is to sponsor somebody who is taking part in one of the runs, or just to come and support on the day.
So what is the theme this year?
The theme this year is the VE Day. Fits in with a lot of history that's happening at the moment. There's lots of different outfits that you could do. You could be a sailor, an evacuee, you could be a soldier, an airman.
It's the land army as well. We decided as well that would be a really good one. There are quite a few people that we've spoken to that were involved in the land army, and we thought that might be quite nice. Lots of Union Jacks about, celebrating victory in Europe.
I was hoping you could next tell us when this year's run actually is.
Yep, the run this year is on Sunday the 10th of May.
And how can you actually enter the run?
There's a number of different ways you can enter the run. Our most popular one at the minute is online applications. On our website there's a link where you can apply. Also on our website you can print off one of our application forms and send it to one of the 4 addresses printed at the bottom. You can also phone. The telephone number is 0780 580 3379, and our website is www.ptir.org.uk. There will also be some application forms available at the Times Guardian office in Sheerness, where you can go along and pick one up. Also, our primary schools are very supportive of the run, and they will be having some application forms in their offices for primary school children to pick up.
Can you actually enter on the day?
Yes, you can enter on the day. You will need to bring along with you your entry fee if you're entering on the day. For that, it's £5 for the 2-mile and £10 for the 10-mile walk and the 10-mile run. The 10-mile relay you can enter in the day, but it is easier if you do enter beforehand. And we do advise that you come early if you are going to register on the day.
So when and where is the award ceremony afterwards?
The award ceremony is happening on the 19th of June, and it starts at 7 p.m, and it's at the Oasis West site and the Academy.
And before you go, I was hoping that you could just refresh our listeners a little bit about when and where it is, and any useful contact details as well.
Of course. So the run's on Sunday the 10th of May. We have 4 events. We have a 2-mile run, a 10-mile run, a 10-mile walk and a 10-mile relay. Our website is www.ptir.org.uk and our phone number is 0780 580 3379. It is one of the biggest charity events on the island. We have lots of participants every year and we really are looking forward to seeing everybody on the day.
As always, the both of you, I'd like to thank you very much for coming along this evening.
Thank you, Daniel.
That is us talking this evening all about this year's Paul Trigwell Island Run here at the Monday Night Community Show on 95.6 BRFM this evening.